Thank you for your thoughts, Mick Mulvaney. And also, you might want to shut the up forever. Okay.
Oh, bitch, please take your line of bull down to the corner market and sell it there, because this five and dime isn't buying your line today.
And no, Sean does not know what that's from. We're sorry.
no.
We do not know what it's
don't.
from.
And someone had said that it was from, it's Chris Colfer from Ab Fab the movie.
Yes.
I watched Ab Fab the movie when I was on vacation. Nope.
No.
Nope, not him.
As part of Chris's stupid vacation choices, he did that for you.
Yes, I did.
America.
It's not Chris Colfer from Ab Fab the movie.
We still don't know. But in honor of Mick Mulvaney, please buy a Now a Warning t-shirt from the Stephanie Miller Show. And also, I'm not going to buy your stupid book t-shirt. Okay.
Is he selling a book?
I don't, probably.
Yeah, probably.
It's on its
Isn't
way.
that the difference in what happened in England?
Yeah.
Their right wing has a conscience and threw this,
Out.
crazy blonde-haired
Oh.
hole out.
Yeah.
Right? Here, this whole entire party is a disgrace. But I mean, a lot of people commenting on that it was their conservative party that said enough. And apparently ours, there is no enough with Donald Trump. Guess what? Glenn Kirshner is going to be right there
Yes.
in studio in hour 3, all of hour 3, right? Do we have questions? Jody, do we have questions?
We
Law and
do.
Order for Glenn Kirshner today. And of course, Fridays with Frangela and Fugel's like, Frangela in hour 2, I know.
I know,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Right? It's like,
It's been a weird week.
And John in hour 1.
I know, and Jody here all week for Travis.
been
Jody,
weird.
I was just thinking, you are a delight to have here every day. You are my human binky. You are not wallpaper. You're mommy's binky. I love you.
It's so great to have someone in studio.
You're
I
smart.
know, it'll be great when Glenn gets here.
You're smart and pretty and funny. I like you. Okay. All right. That's out of the way. Oh, look. Oh, look. We added, 372,000 jobs in June, more than expected.
Wow.
Oh, have they blanketed the coverage in the mainstream media with thank you, President Biden? Oh, also
no.
gas prices coming way down. Have you heard anything about Joe Biden doing it?
Not yet, because there's a little bit of breaking news from Japan this morning that they're
Oh my
covering.
God.
Yeah.
I know.
So that's taking
Prime
precedent
Minister
right now.
Shinzo Abe
yeah.
shot to death. But I mean, we were saying like the main why that's huge is there is no gun violence in
Right.
Japan.
Right.
So the shock is even more.
Yeah,
I mean, I was just looking at their gun regulations. I'm like, why do you think there's no gun violence there, and why
Exactly.
this is so shocking? It is, but it just reminded me all over again, Jody. Why we have nothing even close to resembling, sensible gun control here.
Right.
Okay. All right. Where was I? Here. Huh? Okay. I have in fact, that's another huge Glenn Kirshner topic about whether the father can be charged, which I think absolutely he should be. The kid's underage. There were 1,000 warning signs. He signs the thing. What did he say yesterday? Oh, he has good morals. And that thing where he threatened to kill the whole family, that was just a childish outburst. I'm like, what? You and I probably had childish outbursts. Did you ever threaten to kill your entire family
No.
and have 16 knives?
No.
I'm like,
Well, I'd like to see what the father signed. If it does. Is what he signs say that he takes responsibility should anything happen?
right.
I don't know what the form
Hold,
said.
Please, I have it here.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay.
The father of convicted Highland Park shooter said his family was shocked by his son's actions, and he was seemingly unconcerned about the possibility of being held liable for the role he played. Robert Cremo Jr. said his family was taken by complete surprise after his son. Okay. He said his son's actions were even more surprising, I think. 3 days before the 4th, my wife had asked him, hey, do you have any plans for the 4th? And he simply said no.
Well, there you go.
That would mean it doesn't matter that he threatened suicide and then to kill his whole family and had 16 knives and an incredibly violent social media footprint, I'm sure. Oh, he had no plans because he
Right.
didn't say to them, oh, I think I'll go massacre a bunch of people at a July
Right.
4th. Yeah, okay. So Cremo said he's not worried that the police are investigating his culpability for sponsoring his son's application for a firearms identification card in 2019. Cremo's son left an online trail showing a fascination with violence and death before the shooting. His father's sponsorship came after his son had run-ins with the police that year and had an assortment of knives confiscated. Cremo said they do background checks, whatever that entails. I'm not exactly sure, and either you're approved or denied, and he was improved. Okay,
Oh
well,
my God,
obviously
'cause-
we do need to fix the laws too.
Yeah.
But then he said, he said his son was not abused at home and he had good morals, except for the one time that he massacred all the people
Right.
at the July 4th. Yeah,
Right.
sure. He's so, and his what was it? His uncle, who he lived with,
Oh, that uncle
said he
was a
didn't
work.
interact with his nephew much, and he saw no warning signs. Okay, well,
I
mean,
that mean
If you don't
if
live
you
with
don't
your-
interact with your nephew a lot, how do you know
Right.
if there are any warning signs or not? That's that guy. I don't know why the media keeps speaking to that guy.
right.
Because he knows nothing.
I know
Exactly.
That's what we say. Like, why are the families of massive? They're either like, obviously effed up, or they're just the most unaware people ever.
Right.
Really, no warning signs because 2 visits from the police in my family would have been right.
Yeah.
A suicide attempt, a threat to kill the entire family. I don't know. That would be considered a sign in my family.
Absolutely.
I would think.
Here's the legal stuff. I'm going to say
Okay.
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 So the father may have some responsibility in certain circumstances, the police said. This is where the law is, The 21-year-old was too young to get a gun permit in 2019 from the state of Illinois, but his father sponsored him despite previous threats by the son to himself and loved ones. So he was still under 21 in 2020 when he purchased the AR-15, the weapon he used. A purchase he could only make because his father sponsored him. Under an affidavit his father signed, he agreed to, quote, be liable for any damages
There you
resulting
go.
from
That's
the
what I
minor
was asking.
applicant's use of firearms or firearm ammunition.
Yes.
There it is.
So-
There's,
pretty
there's the
clear.
law.
That's clear.
Yeah.
That's very clear.
The police chief said there's probably going to be civil litigation. This is an ongoing
Definitely.
criminal prosecution and criminal investigation. Issues of culpability, liability, may have responsibility in certain circumstances are all part and parcel of that process. So, they obviously can't make a conclusionary, is that a word?
No.
Conclusionary statement.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It's just, I barely
You
pronounce
forced it.
Yeah, but
Scrumpulently forced
You
that.
shoved that
I
in
needed
there.
a little X-lax, but then I got it out. So he signed the application 3 months after police visited the family's home because they said he threatened to kill the entire family. Yeah. At least he's inclusive like that.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't like he left anyone out.
Right.
That's where they took the 16 knives, a sword, and a dagger, as you do from a normal family member that has no... right, the elder Cremo characterized that incident as a childish outburst. One in which you threatened to kill your
your
entire
whole family.
Right.
and have 16
Yeah, that's
knives, a
normal.
sword, and a dagger. Yes, he insisted he didn't do anything wrong and said he sponsored his son's application because he thought the firearm would be limited to the shooting range. Well, unless he had checked anything on social media or, I don't know, had his head anywhere but in his ass.
Right.
In December 2021, prosecutors charged, remember the Crumbleys, the Michigan
Yes.
parents?
Uh-huh.
Also Trumpers, as I recall.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, but this is what we'll get into it with Glenn. The accused high school shooter there was 15 at the time. Cremo's 21. Under Michigan law, an involuntary manslaughter charge can be pursued when someone's negligent act or omission results in death of another, but Illinois requires a showing of recklessness to obtain an involuntary manslaughter. That means prosecutors there have a higher standard than was used against the parents in Michigan. Anyone who's looking to prove a case of involuntary manslaughter against the parents of an adult would have a pretty steep hill to climb, said
Yeah, but
one
he already
prosecutor.
signed that affidavit, and
Right.
and the kid technically was an adult when
Well,
he got the gun.
That's what we have to ask Glenn is, how does that work in court, that signed admission against this law?
It should.
Right, because he's technically an adult now. So
But he was technically an adult when he got the gun.
right.
Because he was
I'm an
over
adult,
18.
and I'm still, I clearly still blame him.
Yeah, we're not putting a gun in
mom.
your hands at all.
Oh, gosh, no.
Good Lord.
Goodness gracious.
Nobody would give me a gun, and nor should they.
No,
No.
no, no. No, 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 no.
Can I just say, and I am proud of my Democratic Party this morning. Can I tell you why? I was just looking at the, compare and contrast the, what is it, the Presidential Medal of Freedom?
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah. Those are
Given
some
out.
great people.
Those
yes, President Biden
amazing.
just gave the Medal of Freedom to John McCain, Gabby Gifford, Simone Biles, and Megan Rapinoe. Donald Trump gave it to Devin Nunes and Rush Limbaugh. What else do you need to know? Yes, I am happy to be part of a party that would never, ever
Ever.
give me the Presidential Medal of Freedom, like Rush Limbaugh.
You've gotten a few congressional site.
Those are, they give those out
You
like
mean that
Skittles.
birthday thing from Ted
They're,
Lou?
yes,
Yeah.
they're littered across. They're littered across my walls.
You do have quite a few of them, actually. Citations from the city of Los Angeles. From
They're consolation prizes
All
for
right.
never, ever receiving a presidential medal.
Okay.
We have better taste. We have higher standards in the Democratic Party. That wasn't even posited at this pitch meeting. Hey, what about...
Stephanie Miller.
What are you? Are you out of your... mind? Have you listened? What are you...
Yeah.
The fart joke lady? No.
Ted Lieu did that unilaterally. He did not consult anyone.
No, you didn't consult anyone. The certificate for my 40th birthday. We're still not sure if that's destruction of government property that we used a Sharpie to change it to 40th birthday.
I think once they hand it to you, it becomes not government property.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, Ted. I don't need my real age on a certificate. Appreciate the thought, but he's not in on the big lie. See, our party's better.
Yeah.
They will not participate in the big lie
Right.
about Stephanie Miller's age.
Only Carol Burnett will.
Well, I have an American icon that will. I don't know why more people don't follow her lead.
I have nothing to do with any of that.
Oh, Lord. Yes, Brian Tyler Cohen said, congratulations to Joe Biden, who I've learned was unilaterally responsible for the rising gas prices on weeks of declining gas prices. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be all over the media.
Yeah.
Oh, along with the fact that Democrats have overtaken Republicans, not just in many Senate races, but in the enthusiasm for voting in the midterms.
Yay.
I thought if it doesn't fit Biden doomed Democrats in disarray, we will not hear any of that.
Right.
Apparently. Oh, did you even know this? We marinate in this stuff, as Chris says. Mm-hmm. All I know from the mainstream media is Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are wildly unpopular and have no chance of doing anything other than working at a Sausage King in 2024. However, interesting, Kamala Harris keeps beating Ron DeSantis in matchup polls.
Right.
Nice.
Why don't we hear about this? Thank you. This is from Wong Cat. She says, mostly it seems pretty likely Joe Biden will run for re-election, but if he chooses not to, polling has already pretty consistently shown Vice President Kamala Harris doing especially well against Ron DeSantis. Blah, blah, blah. I literally marinate in this stuff every day.
Right.
I've never
Yeah.
heard of this or
Yeah.
seen these. Have you?
No.
Harris keeps beating DeSantis in early polling. So where's the big profile about her bright prospects? DeSantis sneezes and he's framed as the rising star of politics. Oh my God, Eric Boehlert, please help mommy. Help mommy.
Maybe Wonkat can fill in for
Oh
Eric
my
Boehlert.
God. Right. I mean, isn't that true?
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
story is about, Ron DeSantis. It's just like,
It is.
Okay. I know, even and I was for Kamala early on, and when
Same.
she dropped out, I was for
Elizabeth.
Warren, right? But I kept thinking, oh my God, when you look at polling, like, oh, she's going to get all the racism of Obama, the sexism of Hillary, and
She still will.
crap and blah, blah. Yeah, of course,
She still will.
But I'm just saying that's pretty hopeful.
Yeah.
Along with a lot of the the polling. I gotta say, I mean, Fetterman up by 10.
Yes.
Yes.
What's his name? Tim Ryan up by 10 over J.D.
Yep.
Vance. Raphael Warnock up by 10 over
Yep. These are great.
Senator Head Injury, Herschel
Walker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whose campaign is in a bit of
that's There's
disarray.
some. I found like two
His own
different
st-
stories about
Yes,
him yesterday.
his own staff is like going to be out of there like
Yeah.
for a goose because he lies to them too.
Of course
because
he
he
Lies to
lies
them.
about everything, and he lied to them. By the way, has he had any more children since we started talking? He or Elon Musk? Has anybody?
I know,
Who
I
is
haven't
not a
birthed
child of Herschel Walker or Elon Musk?
I haven't birthed either of their children.
No.
Yeah. As far as I know.
Well, you're the
I
only
forgot what sound
breeder
we
here.
used for that.
That one
Oh,
popping out of Herschel Walker.
That's
There
it.
it is.
That he will then ignore. But anyway, I was also like, those are three Trump handpicked candidates.
Yep.
Right.
And they are a perfect example of Trumpism, right? Celebrity, just a big name celebrity. And the voters, so far, they're roundly rejecting them. Dr. Oz just shoots this, commercial in his giant mansion in New Jersey. Which Fetterman, oh my God, I love Fetterman. Can I just say?
Yeah.
Someone tweeted, is John Fetterman just going to post his way into the Senate? And,
Yes.
and he goes, well, we're sure damn well going to try. But he, of course, points out, like, oh, nice giant mansion in New Jersey.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Like,
Point it out.
but right, J.D. Vance, Herschel Walker, they're just, right, exactly Trumpism.
Phonies.
Big celebrity, no experience. They think, oh, that's all you need. And, yay for you, America, so far. Nicely done so far.
So far.
Don't
Just
get
vote.
happy.
Don't get happy.
Vote. You got to vote.
No, exactly. All right. So lots to talk to. Glenn Kirshner in studio. Of
And
course,
so
I wear my Justice shirt.
And so that shoves everybody else into disarray.
Yes.
Yes.
John Fugelsang just a few minutes.
Right.
Frangela an hour or two.
Right.
And
Exactly.
Then, Mr. Blue Eyes.